Hello and welcome, Cancer, to my channel Spiritual Nomad. I am doing your reading today for the first half of July. Oops, this is not the best cloth as it turns out. These are general readings for each star sign, so if it's not fitting for you or not making any sense, then don't try and make it fit. Do look at the cross comparison, so if I'm talking predominantly about work and it seems to fit with your love life, then that's the message that's for you. If it is you're sort of screaming at the screen going, no, it's the other way around, then that is the way around again that it's supposed to be for you. So obviously, because it's general and it's not a personal reading, I do personal readings. If you'd like one of those, feel free to book one in. My email address is below. Right, let's get started then, shall we? Okay, Cancer. Okay, very interesting. Okay, right, so it's been, I didn't do any readings last week because I wasn't very well, so, but I am remembering now, Cancer, you've had a bit of a time of it lately with decisions. You've had some very, very tough calls to make, haven't you? Now, I was getting a very clear message about there was a want or a pull to go away or do a job abroad or something like that. Now, it doesn't look like, it looks like you've decided against it, or it's not manifested. But it's also looking like that maybe this was a good thing. Maybe all that glittered wasn't gold. I'm going to pull a few more cards sort of straight away here to so you were definitely going to go on a trip, but there were sacrifices to be made, and it kind of looked last time like you might have been not willing to make those sacrifices, but now it's looking like you have. But maybe there's more reasons to that. Let's see, Cancer. Okay. Yeah. Now, I did say for some of you there was a pregnancy. Obviously tiny few, but there was a pregnancy, and it was either you or your partner or a girlfriend, and it did then, but this could also be a sick parent, not wanting to leave your mother. It's a mother image rather than a father image, or becoming a mother, or your partner becoming a mother. And that's what's not manifested. It's interesting because the same theme has come up, so I do hope I am speaking to at least one Cancer out there that this makes sense to, because literally every reading I've done for you, Cancer, has been upon this theme. I'm trying to think of any Cancers I know, and I obviously will know some, but there's no one sort of currently of my immediate friendship group apart from perhaps an 8-year-old boy, which is clearly not for him. Yeah, it's interesting. So if this is a decision that you've made to stay with a parent, or to stay with a partner, or to continue a pregnancy, it's looking like actually this opportunity that you are turning down for this was actually not the right thing to do anyway. I don't know if you've discovered that, and that's made this choice easier, maybe for some of you. Maybe it was actually a case of you actually wanted to up sticks and move the whole family, and actually, truth be told, they didn't really want to go. Maybe they were telling you were, maybe they were, they didn't want to upset you, and maybe you've realised that actually they didn't really want to go away, and you'd be putting them in a bad situation. Let's see what else we get. Right, Cancer, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you've dodged a bullet. You've totally dodged a bullet, and I've just got all the hairs have just stood up my arms. It's just all up my body. You have so dodged a bullet, Cancer. You really, really have. You really, really have. The universe threw this in there for a reason, not to make you question yourself, not to put you in a position that seemed hopeless and awful, and what was possibly because you would have upsticked, taken yourself away. I do see that it was a job offer or some kind of promotion or career move for you, and I do think it was potentially abroad or out of state. I'm seeing very much abroad, but it could have been the next town, or maybe it was, you know, up in London and you live in the countryside, or whichever way round. But I've got the Tower reversed here next to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, next to the Three of Wands reversed. That to me is, this would have been a disaster. This would have been a disaster. So if you'd have gone out there, you'd have ended up coming back, having let this go, or this situation go, whatever this is, which is potentially amazing, all for something that lasted. Yeah, I'm sort of seeing the 3-month trial period. So for those of you that, because there's always going to be a few that didn't make the choice that I'm seeing on the table here, I am seeing 3-month trial period, or after 3 months. So if your family's all gone out there with you in 3 months' time, I'm seeing that we've got a few threes on the table here, and I'm seeing that's, so if you've gone, I'm seeing it's only going to last that long. So maybe, you know, maybe you have gone out there and you've left a partner behind, or a mother behind, or something along those lines. You will come back. You will come back to them. If you have, you are coming back of your own free choosing. And you'll wish you've never gone. So for those of you that have chosen not to go, please be totally reassured by me. That was, the universe is telling me that you've dodged a bullet. Right, let's take 3 more and see what we get at the bottom of the deck. And the Gemini got Sun as their last card as well. Very, very, very different reading, but they finished up with the Sun too. And I'll say the same thing to you as I did to them. This doesn't mean that by the middle of July, this is the place you're going to be. This means this is the place that we're heading towards. This does say this is very strong sort of pregnancy sign, because we've got the Empress and we've got the Sun, which is a very strong sort of, we've got the child there with the Empress. We've got the Tower reverse, which means that there was potential thought of termination that's now you're going to keep the child, or maybe you even came close to losing it and didn't. If we are talking about a child here, there has been for Cancer for however many weeks it's been, there's been an awful lot of talk of a child. Like I said, for those of you that isn't what's going on for you, this could be a poorly mum, or this could be the fruition of a business, creativity, something along those lines here, and there's something else pulling you away from it. So maybe you'd started a business or partnership with somebody, and there's this job offer that was like, oh, I'm not sure I want to carry on what I've started growing here. But yeah, this is definitely, we're finishing off with the whole thing. You felt very, very burdened by everything that's been going on, and no wonder. No wonder you have. But the fact is that you have made your choice now, Cancer. You have made your choice. I'm getting a very clear message here that you've made the right choice. Like I say, dodged the bullet is resonating, singing in my ears, and you are going to be moving towards the sun. So the brighter sun. So maybe you are still going to go abroad if that is what you desperately want to do, but maybe you're not going to go to where you were intending to go, or for the reason you were intending to go. So perhaps that wasn't the job, perhaps that wasn't the country, perhaps it just wasn't the time. But it will happen at the right time. And just trust that the universe put these things in place for the right reasons. It's steered you on the right course. Steered you on the right course. It doesn't mean it's taken away an opportunity for you. That opportunity, if that's supposed to be yours, if that's where you're meant to be, it will come back up again at the right moment with the right people, the right job offer, the right place, and the right time for the other people in your life. Alright, I'm going to pull a Wild Offerings Oracle card for you now to finish up your reading, and I'm hoping that your future readings, Cancer, now that we've got that nasty stickiness out of the way, are going to be a little bit lighter, because I'm not going to lie to you, they've been quite heavy for me. Right, let's see what we get. Sanctuary. Sanctuary resides inside you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, sit down on the throne of your own heart. There we are. That's a perfect finish for you, Cancer. Sanctuary. Time for you to take some sanctuary. You've had some very tough decisions to make. You've had a mentally very tough time of it over the last few months, of which I'm thinking that only a small amount of the people around you are aware of. I'm thinking the larger scale has had no idea what's been going on in your life whatsoever, and you've not been able to say a word. I'd say, like, properly chill out, no matter whether you're male or female. Book that spa weekend with that important person, be them your partner or your best friend. Go and relax. Sit in the jacuzzi, have a massage, whatever works for you. If it's fishing, go fishing and sit on the side of the lake quietly alone and fish all day, not catching a thing, but just with the peace and quiet. Okay? I wish you the best of luck, Cancer. If this hasn't resonated for you, good. If it has, I hope that my words have been useful, helpful to you over the last few weeks. And that you're going to get some form of resolve and a bit of peace. Okay, if you have liked the messages, please click a like and subscribe and watch me again. You've been watching Spiritual Nomad. Thank you and goodbye.